Let's go to Des for the Phoenix.
They're off. And Lottie Dodd just gave them a length or so in the early stages. Bungle in the Jungle and Littermore show in front, probably towards the near side. Just tracking in behind them is Christopher Colombo. They're followed by Pedro the Great and Lottie Dodd as Bungle in the Jungle strides along a couple of lengths in front for Martin Harley to lead from probably racing second. Christopher Colombo and Littermore on the outside. Pedro the Great tracked by Lottie Dodd. Racing on now to the halfway point, and Bungle in the Jungle striding along in front, tracked by probably Littermore on the outside of Christopher Colombo, Pedro the Great and Lottie Dodd. Racing on now with 2.5 to go in the Keeneland Phoenix Stakes, and the leader Bungle in the Jungle probably in the centre, and on the outside Littermore. They're being followed by Christopher Colombo, and then comes on the outside Pedro the Great and Lottie Dodd. Racing now towards the final furlong, and probably just comes through on the near side to pick it up on the outside. Pedro the Great, Littermore in between them, and now from the back of that faller there was Christopher Colombo, came down as they race in. Joseph O'Brien's up, racing inside the final 150 yards, and Pedro the Great striding on now for Shamie Heffernan will beat Littermore. Lottie Dodd will come through for third on the outside of probably who's fourth. Bungle in the Jungle is last, and Pedro the Great up from that fall and being led back by Joseph O'Brien.
Well, what a day. First Ryan Moore at Deauville, then Johnny Murtagh at the Curragh, and now Joseph O'Brien decked at the Curragh as well on Cristoforo Colombo. Just seemed to clip heels. Cristoforo travelling oh so well at this stage behind the leaders, nowhere to go, and probably not going forward. And Joseph's gone for a run up the rail. The door is closed, and clipped heels comes down. That's just one of those things, although there wasn't really a gap there, and the gap that was there closed. That might have been Littermore just drifting left. Stewards might just have a look at that. We'll have to see the head on again. But the good news is Joseph's fine, Cristoforo Colombo's fine, and Aidan O'Brien still won the race.